And I'm excited to be in London. Got in yesterday morning from Miami, Florida, and I'm super excited to teach you today. Um, and it's just good to be here. By the way, as you're joining me, tell me your name and your city. I'm teaching on a new series. This is going to take us about 3 or 4 days, and I hope I will have the time to complete it on time. Okay, I hope so. It's a very, very serious conversation. And those of you who are in the US or in the UK will enjoy this more. If you're in, of course, this works for Canada and several other Western world. This may not directly work in Nigeria, but it's a lot for those of you in diaspora. So I'd like you to do me a favor. So joining me, tell me your name, your city, and share this video at least 50 times. You heard me, 50. Okay, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. And this is not a conversation that should be for you alone, all right? As these are things that people know, but they don't teach. Somebody once said to me, say, Dr. Stevie, you know what is the problem with the black race, particularly in diaspora? I said, I don't know. He said, we refuse to teach what we know. When a black man knows something and it has helped him to become rich, he's not going to teach anybody, right? He's going to hide it. It's going to be a secret just for him and his family. And somebody said something to me the other day, said, why I love you, Dr. Stephen, is that you have democratized wealth, information that people rarely get access to, right? You have been able to make it accessible to so many people. I don't know if you agree with them. If you agree with such people who say so, type I agree, I agree. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you information that some don't know, some do, but some who do have not made it available, and people have struggled big time because they don't know this information. So how many of you are excited about this? Okay, if you're excited, type I'm excited. So again, I'm Stephen Akintayo, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I started my business 13 years ago, and I built a multi-million-dollar corporation and a multi-billion naira corporation. And it's out of the abundance of what I've learned over the years that I'm sharing, I'm teaching people. Some of what I teach is free, some I charge for, and I have the right to charge for even everything I teach. And but I've decided to make some free, okay, just so that some of you can learn, and hopefully some of you will take actions on what you learned from me. And today we want to look at how do you make your first $1 million, right? How do you do that? I think before I get into today's topic, I want you to know that it begins with possibility mentality. Can everybody type possibility mentality? If you say to me, Dr. Stephen, it is not possible for me to make $1 million in the US or in the UK, you are right. I'm not even ready to argue with you. Otitoro, lotiso. You said the truth. It's true. It's not possible. But guess what? If you say it is possible, because those who are doing it don't have two heads. Yeah, you are the one I'm talking to. Now, come. Let's have this conversation. So which camp are you? Okay? Are you in possibility mentality? Type, it is possible. If you are a negativity mentality type, it is not possible. And you're right. I need to know that for the first. You are right. When I started business 13 years ago, I only believed I could become a billionaire in Nigeria. I believed it. I was convinced, and it happened for me. Today, we have businesses here in the UK, in the US, in Dubai, and also as well in Nigeria. And guess what? I am not a US citizen. I'm not a UK citizen. And I own businesses here. I will make crazy money. Okay? But it's about the mentality. Do you believe it's possible? So if you say, Dr. Stephen, it will not work, I agree with you. No, there's no need for us to argue. You're right. But if you believe it will work, You're also right. And now you are the kind of person I want to talk to. Those of you who believe I can make it. I can become a millionaire. I can make my first $1 million in the US, in the UK. You are the ones I want to talk to. So if you're ready for me, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'd like you to share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, a lot of those groups where they just gossip and talk rubbish. Share this video there. Remember, I've shared with you several times, you have to meet a billionaire gossiper. If you want to be wealthy, you have to listen to positive conversations. You have to be in the right location and listen to what can turn your life around. And not impossibility talks and not gossiping about who died, who dated who didn't like whose wife. What's your business about that? Okay? You need to focus on how to build your own personal wealth first. So again, if you're ready today, type, I'm ready, I'm ready. The first thing you need to do, particularly for those of you who are newly migrated outside the continent of Africa, you're now in the US, you're now in Canada, you're now in the UK, the first thing you need to do is to get a job that does not need your degree. Now, let me tell you one of the biggest, or become a property agent, okay? And then later become a broker, because it takes you to write certification courses to become a broker. And I'll tell you why you need this. Because this becomes the basis for your cash flow. Can everybody type cash flow? I like a call and response. I like a very engaging course. Now, years ago, when many Africans migrated, okay, to the UK, to the US, they told them their degrees were not useful anymore. And so many went to start nursing. Many went to start, you know what we do, security business, and went back to school. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The best jobs available right now does not need a degree. The best jobs just require certifications you can do in 6 months. Are you aware of this? If you're aware, type I'm aware. If you're not aware, type I'm not aware. So you no longer need to say, I need to go and start afresh, because now I'm in Canada. Maybe my degree in Nigeria or in Ghana or in Kenya is not recognized in UK, or is not recognized in the US. Those days are gone. You can get a basic certification that does not require a college degree, okay? And you can build crazy wealth. Let me tell you, here in the UK, let me tell you, certain certifications that you can get, and some of them guarantee you £40,000 in a year, okay, without having a college degree. So you don't need to say, I'm going back to school, and you need the cash flow. Because in this part of the world, they must see your cash flow. They must see where the money is coming from. Okay? They must see. And that's very, very important that you do. The person who is asking whether I've made $1 million, Google my name. Google is your friend, right? So you can Google my name and know whether I'm worth that. So how many of you are learning, by the way? If you're learning, type I'm learning, I'm learning. Here in the UK, let me give you top 10 programs that will pay you well. And you just, in 6 months, you're done with those certifications and you're getting a good pay. And why you need that is because for you, what they use to build wealth in this part of the world is called loan. Can everybody type loan? If you want to be rich in America, in UK, unlike in Africa what you need is cash. Can everybody type in Africa what you need is cash? In diaspora what you need is loan. Everybody, I want to type it that. In Africa, what you need is cash. By the way, in Africa, if you don't have the real cash, you're done for. But in this part of the world, what you use is loan. Now, it's unfortunately what our people use loan for in this part of the world is why they are now indebted forever. Like they can never become wealthy again. Many are, and how did they start it? College loan is the beginning of why many people in diaspora have been indebted forever. College loan. College loan. Right? Because when you come to this part, they tell you nursing is the first thing you want to do. Oh, you need to go back to school. And so, before you say Jack Robinson, you have student loan. Right? And you sink in £30,000 $40,000, and you are in. And you struggle to even pay that, talk less of now building wealth. And people have been sink deep into this. By the way, if you're enjoying this class, type, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. Let me read to you 10, okay, certification that guarantee $50,000 to $70,000, okay, 70,000 pounds every year, and you don't need a degree. Come on, type, I'm excited if you're excited, right? And this is a series, by the way, and please know, let me do a disclaimer. What I'm teaching you today is an introduction into how to make your first $1 million. It's not a get quick program I'm teaching you. I'm not teaching you how to make money overnight. I'm not teaching you MMM or Ponzi scheme. These are practical legal things you can do and you can build wealth. It's not an overnight success, but I guarantee you, you are going to be a millionaire in less than 5 years if you follow what I'm teaching you. And by the way, share this video 50 times because we need to change the mindset of our people and empower them. For those of you just knowing me for the first time, you can Google my name. I started my business with $10 and I've turned into a multi-million-dollar corporation with office in the US, where our office in London here is in central London. Now, I'll tell you some of the things we're doing. I even have a seminar this weekend where if you want to work with us, partner with us to build wealth here in London, you will know why, right? So we have 2 seminars this Saturday, one in the morning, 11 a.m. in the morning. The other is a dinner. The 11 a.m. I'm going to give you free tickets to be part of it. The dinner one, you have to pay a token. So if you're in London, type, I'm in London. Come on. If you're in London or you're in UK and you're ready to come down to meet me and learn, type, I'm there. So first certification is emergency medical technician. In 6 months, you can get certified in this and you can earn £15 an hour, okay, or $15 an hour. Funeral director is another one. This even gives you better. Okay, there's funeral director. Yes. Again, somebody's asking, I started with $10. Yeah, I Googled my story. These are popular stuff. You see newspaper publications. Brick mason is even better. Right? Brick mason. You can go do a 6-month course and you learn to be a brick mason. Now, this is the one I like. And this is one I would recommend you do. Okay? Personal trainer. This is a very good one. You can get way more as a personal trainer. In fact, there's a lot more money you will make from this. Another one is medical coder. You can become a coder in 6 months. Now, guess the one you will not believe. And this actually has a national average of $45,000, right? Firefighter, right? And you can do a course in 6 months and you're out. Another one is air traffic controller, right? Air traffic controller gives you about $40,000. In fact, an average person earns about $100,000 every year as an air traffic controller. Now, and you don't need a college degree. And unfortunately, you see people go, when they move to the UK, when they move to the US, what do you guys do? You start security job, okay? A security job of less than $10 an hour, right? You start, ridiculous jobs, $9 an hour. And then and on top of that, you then take a student loan. And that's how you mess up your entire credit. Messed up for life, right? Just because this is what they're telling you. This is what they're telling you to do. Yeah, this is now my favorite. And that's why I say you either get a job or become a property broker. Now, before you can become a broker, you can start as an agent, a property agent. Can everybody type property agent? Now, to be a property agent, you do not even need to even have a certification. To be a property agent, you don't even need a certification. To be a property broker, you need a certification. You can get it in 6 months, right? So what I advise you to do, start as a property agent, right? As you make money, then you study to become a property broker. Everybody type property agent, property agent. By the way, share this video at least 50 times, okay? Share. Now, you also have margin department supervisor. Now, this even gives you a lot more, right? National average is 74,000. Okay, and you can earn as much as $150,000 every year in this particular field. Now, if you notice, I did not even go IT, right? Security, right? There are certification you will do in security. Basically, and anybody can just learn this. There's some certification in security that literally, ladies and gentlemen, will give you as much as $150,000 to $200,000 per year. Okay? But like I said, you don't even have money to do certification. Start as a property agent. Okay? Start as a property agent. I'm not if you're excited about what you're learning. If you're excited, type I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Now, why is this the first thing you need to do to become a millionaire in the US or in the UK? Why is this important? Now, in Nigeria, I'm not even going to tell you to necessarily start with a job. Now, the reason why that is important is because for you to open a personal account, you have to have a line of credit, right? And basically all that talks about evidence that you're making money legitimately from a job. So it becomes a baseline. Now, a lot of times you may even do this for a while if you need to do the job for just 1 year and you resign. But just it's a beginning for people to be able to see, okay, the cash flow, right? To be able to see that, okay, this is where your money is coming from your bankers, from your lenders. They have to see a consistent cash flow. Can everybody type consistent cash flow? Because like I told you, wealth is built in this part of the world with loan. You call it equity, whatever, is still loan, basic. That's how they build wealth here. And what then is the foundation for you to be able to, take as much loan, but take it wisely, okay, is when there's a consistent cash flow. They can see you making legitimate money. Now you can go into the next phase, which is number 2. Are you ready for number 2, by the way? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. By the way, share this video 50 times. I'm Dr. Stephen Akinta, Africa's most influential investment coach. I teach you how to become rich. And I've done it for myself. I started my business 13 years ago with $10. And I built it to become a multi-million-dollar corporation with office in the UK, in the US, in Dubai, and in Nigeria. And the good news is, if you are in London, like I said, if you are in London or you're in UK and you're willing to even meet me, kindly type I'm in London. If you're in London, type I'm in London. So I have a ticket. It's £500 for my training holding here in London this Saturday. And I'm given by the way, okay, the first 20 people to chat me up tonight, you get free ticket worth £500 free. Okay, you're able to attend that event free. I'm not very excited. So if you're in London, type I'm in London. I'm in London. So I can give you the number. You just send your full name, your email, okay, your full name, your email, and phone number to that number. And you even get a free ticket to meet me in person here in the UK. Okay, and you will be able, ladies and gentlemen, to attend a training where I'm even personally going to teach you how to build wealth here. But you must be willing to be able to come to London and for the training holding this Saturday. Now, I'm going to give you the number very shortly. But let me, if you're ready for number 2, type I am ready, I am ready. Number 2 step to making your first $1 million in the UK or in the US. Number 2, if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Okay, number 2, buy a property. Okay, buy a property. Can everybody type buy a property, buy a property? Now, because you see why I told you to start with step 1. Because now you had a consistent cash flow with a high-paying job. So the 10 things I shared with you were high-paying jobs that you can do without a degree. Let me give you another thing that will shock you. Now, why do you need a high-paying job? Because your lender needs to see cash flow. I told you earlier, cash flow is king in this part of the world. Many of you don't know. If you live in the UK or in the US, cash flow is king, not money. Cash flow. It's not money that is king here. Cash flow. If, your lender can see, it could be a banker or any of the lending organization, if they can see consistently that you are earning $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, you can get up to $1 million line of credit, $1 million line of credit. They just need to see the cash flow. That's why I don't know why people are not becoming rich in this part of the world. I don't know. I sometimes ask myself, what are you guys thinking? Let me share with you another 5 jobs that you don't need a degree. Many of you don't know. You don't need a degree to be a firefighter. High-paying job, I told you. Another high-paying job, police constable. You do not need a degree. Okay? You don't need a degree, of course, to become an entrepreneur like me. Number 4, train and tram driver. You don't need a degree to become a train and tram driver. In the US, in the UK, okay, and you get a good paying job, very good paying job, better than many of the jobs many people go for. Training manager, project manager. To be a project manager, you do not need a degree. You just need a certification of 6 months, and you can earn as much as $150,000, right, per year as a project manager. Sales manager. A lot of people don't know that you make more money being a sales manager than many other managers or managerial jobs. And you do not need a degree. You do not need a degree. Right? Construction manager. You do not need a degree. Hazardous waste manager. You do not need a degree. These are high-paying jobs that you can do in the US, in the UK, in Canada, without a degree. Photography. Video editing. You will earn more than some of these guys running, putting themselves into college loan, indebtedness. Right? You will earn more. So, number 2, if you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready. Please share this video 50 times. We will save lives, right? Knowledge is power. Okay? If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Share this video at least 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, different groups. We need a lot of Africans in diaspora to learn this. Number 2, okay, buy a property. Everybody type, buy a property. Now, because you are now earning a high-paying job, you will be able to get a property. Now, but what type of property should you buy? Now, and listen to me very, very carefully. Do not buy a townhouse if you want to use the formula I want to teach you. Don't buy a townhouse. Can everybody type, do not buy a townhouse? Buy a single-family home or a multi-family home, but buy the 2. Either you are buying a single-family home or multi-family home that is 2, and you're buying both. Okay? So, let me show you a picture so that you know what I'm asking you to buy. Because if you do townhouse, this model I'm teaching you ain't gonna work. You can kiss your becoming a millionaire, okay, through this method. Goodbye. So, these are images, right? This one, the first one here, is called single family home. This is the first one, right? Single family home. The middle one, this one here is called town home. Don't buy it. But you can buy the second one. It's called multiple family. So here, you can see this multiple family. It's like 2 homes in one. And if you're going to do the multiple family, be sure that you are the one buying both. Right? So if you're going to do this one, the multiple family here, that's this one here, be sure, not this tall one, this smaller one here. Be sure that you're buying both. Now, why do you need this? Do you know that your house that you live in, that you bought with your money, a mortgage, is not an asset, but a liability? If you know, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. Let me ask you again. Do you know that if you get a mortgage today, your own house that you got here in the UK, in the US, I just got to London, do you know it's not an asset? It's a liability. If you know, type 1. If you don't know, type 2. And this is one of the biggest mysteries when it comes to real estate. So you see a lot of people come to the UK, to the US, and the goal is just, I want to get my mortgage, I want to get my mortgage. Thinking is an asset. And it's actually not an asset, it's a liability. So how do you turn your mortgage to an asset? Let your tenant pay your mortgage. I want everybody to type it. Let your tenant pay your mortgage. Everybody, I want you to type it. Come on. Let your tenant pay your mortgage. That is how you turn your mortgage to an asset. I have a student of mine. Maybe I'll bring him tomorrow class. I'll probably talk to him. He should come and share this story with you because I have built many testimonials here. He listened to this training just like you guys are hearing. He bought a single family home in New Jersey. Okay. After he listened to Dr. Stephen, he got a good paying job in construction without a degree. Practice what I told you. He got a certification in construction and was getting a good job as a construction. If he does overtime, he's able to get over $50 an hour overtime because it's a high paying job. So he got this single family home in New Jersey, this single one, for $540,000. Everybody type $540,000. Okay, everybody type $540,000. So he got it again because he had a high-paying job. He had saved up to about $30,000 that he made as the initial deposit, and of course, his bank, his lender evaluated it, and they were able to, give him the mortgage. Now, what did he do? It's a 2-story single-family home. Everybody type buy 2 or 3-story single-family home. Everybody, I want to type it now. Buy 2 or 3-story family home that has multiple entrance. And this was what he did. It was a 2-story in New Jersey, and the first floor had an entrance, the second floor had an entrance, and then he had the ground floor. So what did he do? He partitioned the ground floor and turned it into a 2-bedroom. He lives there with his family. He rented out the first floor and the second floor to a separate tenant. So he had 2 tenants. Now his mortgage on this $440,000 property is $4,000 a month. Everybody type $4,000 a month. Now guess how much he rent out the first floor? $2,000. The second floor, $2,000. Are you seeing the lessons there? Now, he lives on the ground floor, and he partitioned into a 2-bedroom for him and his children. Again, when you're also doing this, hear this very well, because you asked me, Dr. Stephen, why was the property $540,000 in New Jersey? The answer is location. Everybody type location. You must get the right location. Now, one of the biggest mistakes many of our people do, they get single family, some even get bungalows, some get duplex, but guess where they get it? Countryside. You go to a countryside where the property price is not appreciating fast. The evaluation is poor. So again, because he was part of this training that I did, he got this particular property opposite the best children's hospital in the whole of America. Right? The best children's hospital in the whole of America. So guess what? In 2 months, he got equity. The value of the property increased by $50,000 in 2 months. Everybody, type 2 months, $50,000 equity. 2 months. Because he got it close to when COVID started. Immediately after COVID, during COVID, I guess. I can't remember again. But in 2 months, the value went up. $50,000. Pop! Went up. In 2 months. But it was because he got in the right location. There are places in New Jersey you're going to get $200,000. You get a single family home. Right? You're going to get a single family home with $250,000. But I told him, I said, look, I will rather get a 1-bedroom, okay, close to downtown, than to go and get a 4-bedroom in countryside. And this is where we make mistake. Because when many of us decide to go into real estate, it's about bragging off. I tell people, I say, poor people buy what they don't need to impress people who don't care. I don't know if you agree with me. That when many of us as Africans buy property, is to show off to your colleagues back in Africa that you own a 5-bedroom duplex, 10-bedroom duplex. That's what many of you do. Is to brag, is to show off in your African community, rather than you thinking financial intelligence. Everybody type financial intelligence. Come on, everybody, talk to me. Type financial intelligence. You are supposed to be thinking financial intelligence. I don't care whether people believe me or not. I don't care whether people think I'm rich in America or in the UK or not. I don't care. I'm not doing it for them. I must be financially intelligent. And every of my actions must be locations that the appreciation of that property will go higher. Now, even if I'm having to buy it higher than some other location, the appreciation, the equity will grow faster than in countryside, than in other locations. So please, if you're doing this method of becoming a millionaire, okay, you must pick locations that are close to downtown, or location close to a university, location close to the best hospital in the whole of your state or in the whole of the country, or location close to the train station, a major train station. A location close to, these are factors you look at, right? When you're picking location. You know, location close to subway if you're in New York, right? Because a location close to the subway will appreciate more than a location not close to subway. People want some to be closer to means of transportation. Come on, how many of you are happy about what you're learning? If you're getting value, type, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Everybody, type, I'm getting value. Now, this is what they don't teach you in school, right? And this is why many people come out of college, they are still broke, right? And they come out of college. I think some of this, your college loan is one of the biggest scams that has happened in America and the UK. Okay, and even in Canada, it's one of the biggest scams. People literally go into their 50s still owing student loan. They still have student loan. And it's usually how people get positioned for failure financially. Because you are graduating from college, you're already in debt. Right? And you almost live your life never being able to come out of indebtedness. Okay? So they don't teach this in school. All these things you're learning, they don't teach it. You don't learn that. So please share this video at least 50 times. We need more people to know this. We need to get our people empowered. So share this video 50 times. So please let me do a recap on number 2. Buy a property, which is a mortgage, but make sure it's a single family home that is 2-story or 3-story. You rent out each floors to different tenants, and your tenants end up paying your mortgage. Once your tenant is the one paying your mortgage, you are made. Come on. I'm not very excited. This is the key. Your tenant must be the one paying your rent. Everybody, I want to type from today. I vow that my tenant will pay my rent. Everybody, I want to type it. Everybody, come on. So don't get a mortgage and you are the only one living in it. It's a waste of that entire property. And don't get a mortgage in countryside where the value of the property does not appreciate. You may be better off buying it more expensive, close to downtown, okay? But the appreciation level is the chance of it appreciating faster is higher, okay? Now, what do? You have a $50,000 equity line of, you can then, if you're in US, you get a HELOC loan. If you are in the UK, you get an equity loan against the mortgage. Oh, this one I will have to continue tomorrow. I told you I can't finish this series in one day, so we'll continue. How do you convert this equity? Because tomorrow I'm going to be showing you how to use this equity in 12 months to own 7 property. Right? Like in this case, I've told you now, in 2-3 months, you can literally have $50,000 on that same new property you just got in equity in matter of months if you get the right location. Please let me also give a disclaimer. This requires further trainings and mentorship. Please, everybody write it. Disclaimer. You need coaching to start. Everybody, I want to type the disclaimer because I don't want you to go without proper exposure and training, you say, oh, I met this Dr. Stephen, he told me this, I did it, and I lost everything. Disclaimer now, everybody type it. Don't do this without a coach or a mentor. Everybody type it now. Do not do this without a coach or a mentor. It always sounds so simple when we have this conversation, but you need trusted people to guide you. So everybody type it. Do not start this without a mentor. I'm doing a disclaimer now. Do not start this without a coach, without a mentor, without somebody to put you through. It's very important that I say that. Okay? Very, very important. Okay, get a mentor to put you through, a coach to put you through, and this is key. This is one of the reasons why you must meet me on Saturday. If you're in London or if you're in UK, you can take the train and come meet me in London. Okay, you need to meet me in person and we can see how we can coach you and mentor you. And I'm giving £500 worth of free ticket to 20 people who are ready. So how many of you want my free ticket? That's if you must be in London or you must be able to find yourself in London if you want this ticket. This is a physical class. We're not streaming it. It's a live class and you have to be there. So there are 2 events I'm doing on Saturday. One is a dinner. I'm not giving free ticket for the dinner. But the morning one is $500 and I'm giving free ticket for that. Okay, tomorrow I want to show you how do you then convert the equity into owning, right, 7 more properties in the next 12 months. Now, one of the things you need to understand about this powerful principle is that I know not just teaching you what has worked, what my students have worked. I'm teaching you what one of my mentors did to become a billionaire in dollars. This method I'm teaching you. In dollars, not even in naira, that is shared with me. So this is powerful. And it's a life-changing class. How many of you will be here tomorrow? Type, I'm going to be here tomorrow. If you're going to be here tomorrow, type, I'm going to be here tomorrow. You need to like this page. You need to like this page. And tomorrow is still going to be this same time, 7 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to have this session 7 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure. Now, this work practically in the Western world. Is little terminologies in Germany, little terminology change in Canada. But if you're in the Western world, this model works generally in Canada, in Germany, in most of the Western world. Okay? So how many of you are in London? If you're in London, type, I'm in London. I'm in London. So here, the time is 7 p.m. London time. So let me give you the number you need to send your full name, email, and phone numbers to on WhatsApp only, okay? Just WhatsApp chat. So you send if you want to get $500 worth of free ticket to my class on Saturday. So the number is +44 7931 408674. Okay, you guys know how you call your UK number, okay? So I can say 0793 140 8674. 0793, okay, 140 8674. So you want to send your full name, okay, your phone number, full name, phone number and email to that number right now. There's only 20 free tickets. Okay, every other person has to pay. Okay, every other person has to pay. It's $500 to attend the class, but I'm giving free tickets today. So even if you are not in the UK, you can quickly give it to your friends, your loved ones who are based in the UK, and say, hey, my mentor is in town. He has a training. I have a free ticket worth $500 for you. Okay, and quickly get them to be part of this. For those of you in US, I just finished my US tour. I had an amazing training, New York, Maryland, Miami, Dallas. We had a wonderful time in all these places. So if you miss it, well, you know, you're your own. But we had a wonderful UK tour. So this is the time for those in the wonderful US tour. This is the time for those in the UK. and they need to enjoy their time, okay? Also, whoever you are sending this to, make sure you also send them the link to this particular video so that they can have an idea, they can have a taste of what they are coming to learn. Because so send them both the number to quickly send. The first 20 will get free ticket, but also send them the link to watch this video so that they can go over the video and learn something. So tomorrow we're going to continue. And so where I'm taking up from tomorrow is, now that you have this, you've gotten a high-paying job without a degree. Now you've gotten a property, right? A mortgage, and now you got in the right location based on some of the factors we taught you today. Now, what is the next step? How do you then convert the equity, okay, to be able to get 7 more properties in 12 months? Now, how many of you can see the $1 million? If you can see the $1 million, just type, "I can see the $1 million." See, when I started this training, some of you were shocked how to make $1 million, your first $1 million in less than 5 years. Many of you thought it's not possible. And remember, I told you at the beginning, I said, if you say it's not possible, you are right. I'm not even going to go into long story with you. You are right if you say it's not possible. It can't be done. I'm not arguing with you. You are very right. But I want to talk to those who believe it's possible. Now, how many of you can see it based on the breakdown I just did for you? Can you see the pathway to your first $1 million? If you can see the pathway to your first $1 million, type, "I can see my $1 million." Everybody, come on. Type, "I can see." Personalize it. "I can see my $1 million." Okay, and I'm hoping, honestly, that in the next 12 months, from this series that I'm doing, and some of you are going to be meeting me here in the UK, that will produce our first 20 millionaires, okay, from this business I'm teaching you. That's my hope. And if I can produce that, I'm a fulfilled man. Now, these are secrets that, I don't know if you agree with me that these are secrets that people pay $20,000 to learn. If you agree, type "I agree." Owen says, "I need a free ticket." I just gave you the link. Send your full name, email, and phone number, okay, to that UK line on WhatsApp. Not a text, just a WhatsApp message to that number. And once you do that, you get yourself a ticket. And I've also pinned that number. But make sure it's a WhatsApp chat, okay? WhatsApp chat. So my goal is, in the next 12 months, I want to raise my first set of millionaires from this particular training. And we're going to be doing the anniversary. So let's never forget today's date, right? The first day some of you encountered me and we made a vow, in 12 months, we're on our way to our first $1 million, right? And I can assure you, many of you can see it now, that it's a pathway that is possible and is legal and is legitimate, okay? And the system has allowed this to happen, and many people have become so wealthy through this model. In fact, there's another model. I just don't want to share that. Maybe I'll share that at another series. I could share that on the 5th day. How you can get a single family home with less than 5,000. In fact, with actually less than 100 pounds. I know that is hard for many of you to believe. Yes, how you can own your property here in the UK. And get this, well, it's you need a lot of renovation, so you have to do work on it. But yes, you can own a property with less than 100 pounds here in the UK, right? There are a couple of terms and conditions. There are a couple of processes around it. But one of those days I'll probably do another training on it. But this particular one is, very simple and straightforward. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Remember to follow me across all social media handle at Dr. S. Akintayo. Okay, I'm on Instagram, Dr. S. Akintayo. I'm even on TikTok, Dr. S. Akintayo. So you can follow me on that handle, Dr. Ezra Kintayo, and we're gonna have a great time together. It promises to be a wonderful time. So somebody said they can't find me on WhatsApp. Let me see. Why can't you find me on WhatsApp? Let me see. I don't know why you can't find me on WhatsApp, but let me check. I'm just trying to confirm. Oh, sorry, guys. I made a mistake. I gave you a wrong number. Thank you for saying that. Wow. Thank you for saying that. I gave you a wrong number, actually. Apologies. I gave a wrong number. I want to apologize. It's a wrong number. Wow. Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you for mentioning that. I gave you a wrong number. So if you're ready for the right number, can you type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready? If you're ready for the right number now, can you type I am ready? I want to apologize. I gave a wrong number, totally wrong number. It's no longer in use, and it's a very wrong number. So let me give you the correct number. I'm typing it right now. So I want to apologize for some of you who've been trying to reach that number. Thank God he's, that's how 20 tickets will have disappeared. All right, so the right number, WhatsApp, okay? WhatsApp chat only, please. Make sure it's a chat, not a call, just WhatsApp chat only. Don't call it, just a chat. Your full name, please, not part name. If you send name that is not full, it's not going to be acknowledged. Full name, your first name and your second name. Okay, that's the meaning of full name. And your email and phone number. Okay. So please note that I've just pinned the number. The new number is 0794 965. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, is this new number correct? Can somebody help me out? Is this new number correct? If it's correct, type correct, because you guys are the ones based here. So 794 965 28. Let me see. Oh Lord, some people don't want some of you to. Where I come from in Africa, they will say witches in the village don't want some people to get this number. Yeah, I think the number is correct because I'm on it on WhatsApp. So it's a bit longer, but it's correct. So how many of you have been able to access the number? If you're able to reach out to the number, confirm. Okay, so yeah. So it's 0794 965 2845. Okay. So 0794 965 2845. That's the correct number. It's strange that we keep trying to paste the number and it's just so wrong. Okay, so I think I've just done that now. So this is correct. Yes. So we just did the right number now. So again is 0794 965 2845. WhatsApp chat only, don't call it. Yeah, so it's correct now. Can anybody go try to send a message and confirm if they're able to get through? Again, 0794 965 2845. Okay, Airbeat has confirmed it works. Okay, so again, 0794 965 2845. I've just pinned the number. So you can, the first 20, you get a $500 what? It's called Family Finance with Stephen Akintayo. You can come if you're married, come with your spouse. If you are a single mother and you have teenage children, come with your teenage children, right? We need to have conversation of how to build family wealth. I made certain decisions that guarantee that by the time my children are 18 years of age, they're already millionaires in dollars. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of these strategies. You can start early. Don't wait till your children are grown, right? From the age 1, age 2, start making decisions. Look at how we struggle to send our kids to college. What do many white families do? They set up a college trust, okay? A college fund for their kids since age 1, age 2. So by the time their children are 18, the money to send them to the best schools is already ready. But we in this part of the world, we wait till die minutes and we're praying, you know, Jesus will come and deliver us. God will do miracle. You know, who knows tomorrow? We are believing God. I mean, God will not do for you what he gave you a brain to do. Yeah, God gave you a brain so that he can rest. A medulla oblongata, so that he can rest. So God will not do for you what you can do for yourself. You can do for yourself. You can plan your children's future right now. You can make choices right now. You can plan your career right now. You can plan your finances right now. You do not need to bring children to this world and mess their life up because you didn't make good plans. And you play the victim card. You play the card of his, you know, there's nothing I could do. It's so hard. You know, I had no choice. Come on, don't talk that way. Not in this part of the world. You can say that about Africa. You can say that about Nigeria or Ghana or UK. You can say it was difficult for you to build. But not in this part of the world. In this part of the world, you can build empires with zero. The owner of Gatwick Airport is a Nigerian born and came to this part of the world and has built a multi-billion-dollar empire. You can do the same. Ogunlesi, right? Ogunlesi built a multi-billion. Gatwick Airport is owned by a Nigerian. A Nigerian owned that place. Okay? A Nigerian. Your blood. Born in Nigeria. He wasn't born in the US. He was born in Nigeria. Okay? Of course, yeah, he's maybe a UK or US citizen, but he was born there. Turned things around for himself and his family. You can do the same. How many of you are going to work hard to build wealth for the next generation? So people are asking me, what about those of us in Germany? I have answered you. The method is the same. The names are different, but the principles are the same in Germany. The same in the whole of the EU. The same principle. The same principle in Australia, same principle in Canada, same principle in the US. I can't just write all the countries that these apply to. It's the same principle. The terminologies change. For example, what I'm going to be teaching you tomorrow, they call it HELOC in America, which is just home equity, right? Line of credit. Home equity line of credit is the name, is the term, HELOC, for it in America. But here in the UK, it's just equity against your mortgage or equity loan. So if you say HELOC in the UK, Nobody know what HELOC is. But it still means the same. The processes are still the same, right? The rules are the same. You make sure you get a high-paying job. You get a mortgage, in the right location where the equity, of that property goes higher. And you take a loan against the equity and start building wealth. And like I said, tomorrow we'll take time to put you through, how to go about it. Kwasi Arnold says, you are the best, sir. A kind of people we need in Africa. Thank you, Kwasi. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't know if you agree with me that this is worth $20,000. Just type 20,000. What's $20,000? What I've taught you today, right? I don't know if you agree with me that it is worth $20,000 if I were to charge for it. And by the way, go and do your research. They actually charge as high as $20,000. People who train people in this area. Yeah, some companies charge as high as $20,000. What I've just taught you for free tonight, right? So I don't know if you agree with me that this is worth $20,000. If you want it, type it is worth $20,000. What I've just taught you tonight, forget even what I will teach you tomorrow. What I've just taught you tonight, people charge as much as $20,000 for it. Okay, and you've learned it for free. So please do me a favor, share this video with as many people, educate as many people as possible, share, tag friends, share this with so many people. It will change their lives forever. I promise you. Somebody is asking me, what can you do with 5,000 euros? You can buy property in Africa. I'm one of the largest developers in Africa. We're building 25,000 green and smart homes, right? You can buy land, you can buy home. My company has built a system where, with as little as a deposit of $5,000 and as little as 2,000 euros or 2,000, some cases, a deposit of 5,000 euros and a regular monthly payment of 1,500 euros. In 24 months, you can own a property. You can own a property. Someone say, how do I follow you? Like this page, follow me across. I put a lot of great content. I just hosted Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, last week. So there's so much content on my Instagram. They're going to change your life. So go to Dr. S. Akinta on Instagram right now. Dr. S. Akinta on Instagram. Right? You will thank me. Also go to Dr. S. Akinta on YouTube. Right? There's so much content there on YouTube. Just go there, Dr. S. Akinta on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And there's so much content there. So I sell properties. You can invest. We sell properties in Dubai, in US, in UK, and as well as in Nigeria. So this is not just, we're not teaching you some cock-up. It's what we do. We help people do that. We help people build wealth here. And some of you who are really, really serious, we can help you get a property here in the UK in the right location. And you can practice what I'm teaching you. But I'm not going to disclose that except for those coming for our events on Saturday, in the morning event or the dinner event. Those are the people I'm going to go into deeper conversations with. Okay? It's not everything you teach on social media. I don't know if you agree with me. Okay? I don't know if you agree. If you agree, type I agree. It's not everything you teach on social media. It's not everything you disclose on social media, right? There are certain things that you have to keep it to face, right? Or you charge for it also, right? I can't give you everything for free. There's some we also have to charge for it. But yeah, you can build real wealth for yourself. And this is a new dawn for you guys. As many of you who pick me up. Okay, how many of you have registered for Saturday event in London? If you've registered, type I've registered. If you have sent that message to the WhatsApp group, just type I have registered. I want to say how many people have registered. We only have 20 tickets and we have more than 200 people who watch us tonight. So if you have registered for Saturday event, Just type I have registered. Just type I have registered. The number again, 0794 965 2845. Okay, okay, so I can say a lot of you are registered. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, I hope we don't have more than 20 already. All right, so 094 965 2845. 0794 965 2845. I've pinned it, as you can see it on the screen. It's been pinned. So, oh, beautiful. A lot of you have actually registered. I hope we're not even more than 20. Okay, but I will take everyone who register. I will take all of you. I love you. I want to thank you all for watching tonight. Please do me a favor, share this video 50 times. Share this video 50 times, please. I want you to share and share 50 times. We need to change our people. I don't know if you agree with me that this is better than fight on Facebook. Huh? If you are going to be honest, type, this is better. What do most Africans do when they come here? They start fighting each other. Mama Jide, I kill Mama Luku. Mama Yinka said evil about Mama Kamuru. And we start fighting each other on social media as if Mark Zuckerberg created social media for you to fight your enemies. Okay? I don't know why we do that. I feel so disgusted many times when I see people come on social media just to blackmail people, just to fight, just to, malign other people's name and reputation. We are better than that. Can everybody type we are better than that? We are better than that. We're better. It's high time we start coming here and teaching people how to change their lives. It's high time we start coming here and we start teaching how African communities can become wealthy. You cannot end racism until you end poverty. Let me say that again. You cannot end racism in the UK, in America, in Canada, until Africans are wealthy. You can end it. You can end racism. Racism and poverty go together. You want to end racism, then you want to end poverty for black people. Right? That's how you want to do it. Because once they are financially free, you can't be a racist to your boss. You're going to lose your job. It's difficult to be a racist to a rich man. Right? His bodyguard will even tell you don't dare it. It's easier to be racist to a poor person, right? So we need to start coming here and giving content that will teach people how to build wealth. How people can build wealth legitimately, how people can become wealthy legitimately, and that's what we're here for. So please share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, everywhere. Tell our people, this is the kind of content we should be hearing. All those African groups of Africans in diaspora, go and start sharing with them. Right? And say, this is the kind of content we must share. African Americans, this is the kind of content we need to hear. If we're serious about empowering black people, building wealth among African Americans, African British, Africans, immigrants, Africans, we have to begin to have this kind of conversation. How do we legitimately empower ourselves? How do people build wealth outside Yahoo Yahoo and 419? How can they build legitimate wealth, doing right things, doing legal things? How can they become wealthy legitimately? People come to the UK and some people deceive them that they cannot get a job until they have a degree. That's a lie. That's a lie. I just gave you 10 jobs you can have without a degree. 10 jobs. I just show you high-paying jobs. There's none of the jobs that I taught you today that will pay you less than $50,000 a year. None of that. And you don't need a degree. In 6 months, you can get a certification and you're able to make money. Why are people not telling us this? Why are they telling everybody, oh, when you come to the UK, go and start security job? Right? Go and start reading, and then you must go back to school and go and learn nursing. Many of you are nurse today. You don't like nursing, but they told you that's the only way you can make it in the UK. So you went back to nursing school, and then you came out with debt, and then you started the rat race, right? Of $10 an hour. You know what I'm talking about. So those of you who join us late, go and watch the video from beginning. It will do a lot of good, and let's share this video till other people are empowered. For those of you booking for Saturday training and you want to get the $500 discount for the training holding on Saturday, the number has been posted again, 0794 965 2845. That's the number to send your full name, first name and last name, your email and phone number, saying, I want to book for Saturday Family Finance Conference. Family Finance Conference. We're holding it here in London, and it's going to be a great time. I love you all. Good night. Don't forget to keep sharing and follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe. Love you. Bye.